as you now know what you're looking for, you're going to start to connect the dots, okay? And so here's the thing. At some point, you started telling yourself, whatever, I'm a piece of as a strategy. You did it on purpose as a youngster, as a way to survive things that were happening.
My biggest fear was being in front of people, so this is it right here.
This? Really? How do you feel in your body right now?
So when I got called, I went and bawled in the bathroom for a little bit.
I think you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, I'm doing really good.
Your body, when you're about to do something that's important to you, it goes into a state of being prepared to be present. That's all that's happening. So right before you're about to hit live and you feel your stomach turn, anybody feel that when you're about to go live? Yeah. Do you know what's happening in your body? The blood is pulling away from your digestive tract, and it's actually going to your organs so that your body is in a state to be prepared and focused. Because if you're doing something where you're prepared and focused, you don't need to be digesting your food. And that's why your stomach grumbles. That's the only reason why it's happening. Nothing's about to go wrong. Your body's preparing to do something that requires focus. That's it. That is it. And here's an even TMI thing. You know how before you're about to give a speech, or maybe you're doing something you're really prepared about and suddenly you got to go to the bathroom? That is your body getting rid of extra waste so that if you had to run, you could. Seriously. That's what that's for. And it happens to me every freaking speech. 10 minutes before, I'm like, where's the bathroom? They're like, you can't go right now. I'm like, but I have to go. You can't go right now. Yeah, you're the same. And so it's never going to leave you, and it's a good thing because your body's trying to help you focus in the moment. That's all that's going on. It's our minds that screw it up. So what is the biggest obstacle that you're facing right now?
Just this.
This?
People looking at me, yeah. All the eyes, it's overstimulating for my system.
Okay, well, stand up.
Like a panic attack. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you're standing here, and I want you to just, okay, you're going to stand in front of me because I don't even want to be standing, and I want you to just kind of look into people's eyes. Look all the way in the back row over here. Look in the back row over there. Yep.
I'm so glad. I need this so much.
What are you getting from this?
That I'm safe. It's okay.
Yes. Yeah. And look, there are gonna be people that judge you.
Yep.
There are gonna be people that comment nasty, stuff on your thing. And one of the things that I want to share with you that's really fascinating is that I read something about this psychological thing that happens when people tweet, when they text, and when they write comments online. Psychologically, when people are doing that, they're not thinking about you. Believe it or not, they're not thinking about you. Because what happens for most people is that when you read an article or you read a tweet, and you're like, well, that son of a, and you like go off in your body, the reason why you go off and react is because you read the tweet. It's actually a psychological state as if you're talking to yourself. And so if you don't agree with what the person is saying, you react to it in your own mind as if, Mel, have you gone crazy? You don't believe that. And then you sound off in a comment, not even thinking about the other person. You're literally debating yourself. And so they've done study after study about trolls, about people that write stuff, because I think the scariest thing about putting yourself out there, particularly if you're doing it in videos, or you're putting your work out there, or you're putting your business, you're launching a coaching business, or you're launching a business to help other people. When you put yourself out there, people will come back. And this is where it is so important to understand that when people react, they're reacting to something in them. And they're not even psychologically capable of considering you or your opinion. Because we think, well, how could somebody possibly think that? Because I don't think that. So if somebody reacts to you in your life, for example, and you decide to quit your job, and you decide to become a personal trainer, and you decide to launch a coaching business, and you get some of that kind of side eye from friends, right? Part of what's getting confronted is they don't know how they could possibly do that. And they have been talking to themselves in their own minds that it's not possible. And so they're having a debate with themselves. Well, nobody makes money in network marketing. I mean, really? Watch me. So they say those things because they're talking to themselves. You know, the irony about me is you guys think I'm talking to you. It's actually a pep talk out loud for myself at all times. Yes. So understand that you can find people to support you. You will always find people to criticize you. Watch, though, how when somebody outside of you criticizes you, how that triggers the internal pattern. So what is the pattern that you have of thinking that gets triggered that disempowers you?
That I won't have any words.
You won't have any words. Let's go deeper than that. Is it something about being loved or being unworthy or not being good enough? What is underneath, I won't have the words?
Yeah, they won't be the right words, and it won't be good enough, yeah.
Okay. And so do you have an opinion that you're not good enough or not deserving of success? Or that you're not smart enough to make a difference?
Yeah.
What is the one? What is the thing that hooks you? That you say to yourself?
That I'm stupid.
Okay, there we go. That's a good one. Not a good one, but you know what I mean. That's a good one.
Or
because,
I'm a piece of shit. That's my big
Okay, I'm a piece of shit. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah.
Who told you that?
I don't know who told me that.
When did you start believing that?
As a little girl, yeah. God, I've just been saying it for so long, I don't know.
That's okay. She said, I've been saying it for so long, I don't know.
Yeah.
As you now know what you're looking for, you're going to start to connect the dots, okay? And so here's the thing. At some point, you started telling yourself, whatever, I'm a piece of as a strategy. You did it on purpose as a youngster, as a way to survive things that were happening. Because maybe when you said, well, I'm a piece of you actually got really quiet and you didn't get hit. Or maybe when you said that, you removed yourself from situations when you would have been abused or something. It worked because it protected you, as weird as it sounds.
Yeah.
Are you seeing something?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
Well, yeah, my dad he wanted me to be quiet in the corner, being quiet, yeah. We couldn't make noise and
Okay.
cry.
And if you raised your voice, you got in trouble. So do you guys see the link now between why she has a concern about finding her words?
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that one.
You see that now?
Yeah.
So every time that you are in a situation where you need to speak up, how many of you are relating to this, by the way? I have a theory about all of us, that we have patterns and strategies that we created when we were little in order to survive situations. And what she internalized was don't speak up, and you're a piece of shit if you do. And believe me, that protected your ass. It worked, because you didn't speak up and you didn't get in trouble with your dad.
Right, and I still got the love. So if I speak up now, I'm going to lose my dad's love.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
So this is a pattern that got written when she was little. And it was written by someone else. And it worked. It worked. The problem is now that you're...
Yeah, it's working now.
It's not working now.
It's not working now.
Not working now.
Can't
and
move
see,
forward.
exactly. And so this is what's fascinating about all this. There are places in your life where you have patterns that you don't even recognize, that were strategies that you developed when you were a kid. And so in the areas where you're really frustrated, that pattern is probably not present or conscious, something that you're aware of. And so every single time, because you've been repeating this and repeating it and repeating it, every single time you're about to hit play, every single time you're going to stand on a stage, what's going to be right there is don't speak up.
Freeze.
Yes, freeze. And you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The only thing to that actually overrides this pattern is to speak. And through speaking, you will see that you're not a piece of shit. You actually have something to say. Or you could make fun of it and say, well, I guess I'm just a piece of shit, something to say.
That's going to be my thing.
Yes.
I'm a piece of shit and I got something to say.
That's right. And I also like the strategy of kind of making the fun of the stuff, even the heavy stuff, because it loses its grip on me. It works for me. It may not work for you, but it's something to try. Okay, you got it?
Thank you.
Cool.
Great
Awesome.
job.